In a bold move to reshape the landscape of international trade, President Donald Trump is set to roll out a significant series of reciprocal tariffs this week. Dubbed Liberation Day by the administration, this policy push is being hailed as a monumental step towards addressing what the White House perceives as long-standing inequities in global trade practices that have disadvantaged the United States. At the heart of this initiative is a drive to tackle the nation's 2024 record $1.2 trillion trade deficit, which Trump and his advisors argue is the result of unfair practices by other countries. While the administration has kept many details under wraps, speculation abounds about the potential targets of these tariffs. The so-called Dirty 15 have been identified as the countries contributing most significantly to the trade imbalance. Although Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent hinted at these nations in a recent interview, the specifics remain largely unspecified. However, documents from the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative and the Commerce Department have pointed fingers at countries like China, the European Union, Mexico, and others as major players in the trade deficit narrative. Despite the lack of detailed information, the administration is confident in the efficacy of these tariffs. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt assured reporters that the measures would be implemented immediately following a Rose Garden ceremony on Wednesday. Leavitt described this initiative as a pivotal moment in modern American history, emphasizing the administration's commitment to transforming the U.S. into a manufacturing superpower and restoring economic vigor. Critics, however, have raised concerns about the potential fallout from these tariffs, particularly the impact on consumer prices. Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle, including influential figures like former Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, have warned that broad tariffs could lead to increased costs for American consumers. Yet the administration remains steadfast, with Leavitt asserting confidence in the president's team and their decades of experience in trade matters. The optimism surrounding Liberation Day is palpable within the administration, where there is a strong belief that these measures will level the playing field. The tariffs are expected to not only match other countries' tariff rates, but also address broader issues such as regulations, government subsidies, and exchange rate policies that have historically posed trade barriers. As President Trump passionately stated in a recent post on Truth Social, it's time for the United States to reclaim its financial standing and global respect. This bold strategy has already seen preliminary actions, with tariffs imposed on goods from China and specific imports from countries like Canada and Mexico. These tariffs have ranged from 20% on certain Chinese shipments to 25% on steel and aluminum imports. The administration's decisive actions underscore its commitment to rectifying what it sees as a lopsided trade environment. In this climate of change, it's crucial to recognize the potential positive outcomes of such measures. By pushing for fairer trade practices, the administration hopes to rejuvenate American manufacturing and create a more balanced economic relationship with trading partners. The aspiration is that these steps will not only boost domestic production, but also pave the way for more equitable global trade standards. As we look to the future, it's essential to consider how these tariffs might reshape not only the U.S. economy, but also international trade dynamics. Could this be a turning point that leads to more robust economic growth and innovation within the United States? Such possibilities invite optimism and a fresh perspective on America's role in the global market. Before we continue, we'd like to remind you to subscribe to our channel for more insightful news updates. Remember to hit the like button if you find this content engaging, and feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback is invaluable to us. Now we turn to you, our viewers. What are your thoughts on these new tariffs? Do you believe they will bring about the positive changes the administration anticipates, or do you foresee potential challenges? We encourage you to share your opinions in the comments section. Your perspective is crucial as we navigate these complex issues together. As we continue to monitor the unfolding of these events, we remain hopeful that this bold approach will lead to a more balanced and thriving global economy. With a focus on constructive criticism and promising solutions, we can look forward to a future where equitable trade practices benefit all parties involved. Let's continue to watch closely and engage in this critical dialogue on the future of trade and economic policy.